welcome back, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Oh my goodness, you guys are the best. You're the realest, you're the best. Like, okay, I went to the hospital just like 2 weeks ago. I went to complain about my daughter had a cold, so I just went to take her to, or I took her to the pediatrician. And goodness, this past days, me that I think that this channel is still like growing and all that, I met two ladies that recognized me and they were like, "Are you Tomi?" And I was like, "Yes, I am Tomi." And they're like, "We know you, we watch your pregnancy videos." Do you know how that makes me feel? Like, I don't know if you're watching this video, but thank you. Thank you. Like, it makes me feel good when I feel like I am impacting someone and I'm like sharing what I know. In fact, two people that I know, because of what I shared, they used the hospital that I used and they had the best time, and I am so happy they are okay, their babies are good, and that's what we want. Wherever you are, I'm sharing baby hugs, mommy hugs with you. By God's grace, you will celebrate in Jesus' name, by God's grace. Okay, so guys, I've shared a lot of my pregnancy updates here. I've shared a lot about my experience with cesarean section. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And I am Tomi. I share a lot of like fashion, DIY, my lifestyle. Basically, this channel is about me and my lifestyle, me sharing behind the scenes with you. I recently had a baby, well, not so recently, about 5 months ago, and I shared everything about my pregnancy and my birthing story on this channel. There are some things I skipped and I just felt like, let me still bring it out here, because behind I talk to people about these things and you don't know who you're really helping, honestly. So the thing I'll just say is that there's nowhere that is perfect. Everyone is the only perfect place. Even though I spoke about my hospital, and it can happen anywhere. Basically, I'm not faulting the hospital. The only thing I want to tell you is I know that childbirth is like an excruciating time and you might not be like in control of your senses, but try to be in control. If you know that you can't be in control, tell someone, like hand yourself over to someone like a next of kin or someone that can help you watch while you are like catching your breath and while you are like taking things as they come. Do you get? Okay, so the essence of this video is that I remember one experience that happened to me about my CS guys. I don't know, oh my goodness. And shout out to Abby and Family. Abby and Family is a Canadian YouTuber. I am stuck on her videos. I watch every of her videos. I hardly mention people, but I have to in this case. She just had a baby and I was like, I was feeling bad. I was like, Tomi, someone had the baby, see her standing up, you uncle. Well, to be honest, guys, I'm not putting myself under the bus or anything. Everybody is different. I appreciate myself. To be honest, I pat myself on the back because I know the kind of things I do and the kind of things that I have gone through. But I appreciate when I see other women as well. Like, I appreciate their strength. So shout out to Abby and Family. You're doing so well. I admire you a lot. Well done, mama, and congratulations on baby Q. Okay, so guys, I also had a cesarean section, and like second day after I had a cesarean section, you know when you've had a CS and you are in pain, that pain, I've said this in the previous video, my first CS was an emergency CS, so it was nothing compared to this one. This one was a scheduled one because I've had one before. They told me the day to come, so everything was planned and all that. But for this one, I was in pain, and luckily, my mom is a nurse. She's a health practitioner. She doesn't even live here in Nigeria. She's someone that has stayed in the West for almost more than 20 years of her life. So she's used to the way things are done over there. And thank God she was with me. I was even trying to like hush her. She was like, "Mommy, no, don't counter this doctor. Don't do this one. Why are you doing like this?" I won't lie. I was like, what is she doing that for? But I'm grateful she was there with me because, guys, this experience, I forgot to share it totally, and I just wanted to like, I just remembered and I was like, I need to let people know just in case. Don't sleep with your 2 eyes closed. Sleep, you sleep, but I'm just trying to let you know that there should be someone else that is accountable for you, probably your husband, your mom, a sister, a friend, someone that can watch over you because of your health status. Sometimes they need to like remind people, because you might be in a state of pain and you might not be able to remember some things. That just even made me remember something else which I'll talk about, but let me quickly just address this. So I was in pain, CS pain is something that I thought would like come 24 hours after. I was shocked that I started feeling pain like 2 hours after the surgery, and it was intense, it was excruciating. And this is not to scare anybody. Whatever you go through labor as vaginally or CS, you face pain one way or the other. You face pain, so that's it. But the best part of it is that the pain wears off. You'll be somewhere that you feel like, oh my goodness, can this thing pass over me? But by God's grace, it will pass over. It goes. I can't even remember what it feels like anyway. I was in pain and I kept on asking them for more medication. Give me this, give me that. The first nurse that saw me in my recovery room, they were okay. They were like, okay, I know you're in pain, but we've given you what we're supposed to give you. We can't like overdose you. Do you get? And thankfully they didn't do that. I survived the pain and I was moved to my room the next day. The nurse that came to see me the next day probably was not as professional. There was a particular medication that they told her that if the patient is still complaining or is still in excruciating pain, she should like administer the injection. But I think someone had given me like a particular one, paracetamol, which I was okay. I was not even complaining. I just wanted to like sleep. And she came in and said, oh, you have more injection to take. My mom was watching and she was like, it will make you drowsy and sleep. So are you ready to sleep now? I said, yes, I'm ready to sleep. I was okay, to be very honest. I was still feeling pain. It was not that kind of like very excruciating pain. I don't know the name of what she gave me. My mom has told me several times what it has refused to stick to my head. Guys, it was like an out-of-body experience, I won't lie. So that this is just to let you know that for everything they tell you or they do, if you can't counter it, have someone else that can counter it. Have someone to ask questions. We are in this part of the world where we don't ask questions. We feel that the doctors and nurses and healthcare people are not supposed to tell us anything. Please ask questions. My mom has like worked in the West for a long time, and she tells me that patients, if you're working somewhere like that and you're telling your patient that the patients cannot ask you or does not have a right to know, they will like suspend you or give you a query or something. She was like, you have a right to know what they're giving you at every point in time. There's nothing to hide. They should let you know what is being administered to you, side effects, whatever it's going to be. Do you smoke? Do you drink? They're supposed to ask all those questions before they administer it to you. But for one reason or the other, thank God my mom was even there, and I was one that was even hushing her, like, let these doctors do their work, let these nurses do their work. Don't start coming here like as if because you work in London, don't come and control this space for me. I was telling my mom, and I was even being like, mommy, please respect these people. Honestly, I told her that, and she was like, okay, no problem, I'll respect myself. But my mom being my mom, thank God she didn't just stay back. She was asking questions, and she asked that nurse that, are you supposed to give her this injection? The nurse said yes. She was like, oh, okay. But to me, you're not really in pain now. She said, the doctor told me to give her. I have to give her. Mom said, okay, give her. My mom was like, ah, okay. She gave me the injection. I literally like passed out. So it's not like it's a bad thing. I don't know the kind of injection it is. It's like a very high, I can't even imagine, I can't even describe it. It's a very high painkiller. Like maybe you've gone through one kind of like surgery, like that kind of thing. Like it makes you pass out. You don't remember pain again. It's kind of, this one is not medicine, it's a drug. Do you get? It's a drug, and that was literally what it was. I felt my head spinning immediately she was giving me, and it was like, I'm not kidding, my phone was slipping through my hands like this, like that was how I was. I remember that was the last thing that happened, and I was like, oh my God, like, as in like my body was feeling light. I felt like as if my body was lifting. I am not kidding. Like, you know the way it is, I've never taken drugs, had drugs, but the way I see it happen, maybe that was probably what was wrong with me. Like I was lightheaded, my head was spinning, everything was happening at the same time. And after like 10 minutes, my mom told me that I actually like completely passed out, like nothing again. I slept off. My mom said she was scared, like she had to watch over me all through the night, that she kept on coming to see me, like, is she still breathing or something. Like she kept on like, and she's a healthcare professional, so she was monitoring me over the night, and she was like, they can't give you this kind of drug and not like check on you. She kept on like, she kept on checking my pulse, my oxygen level. She thought that okay, it was fine. She would go back to sit down. She said she couldn't sleep that night. It was the next morning she was explaining to me, and she was like, that she regrets like allowing them. That was when I was saying that let them just do whatever they want to do. So guys, in summary, I don't want to say too much. If you are going through a surgery, childbirth or something, most times you have someone with you. Let them question, let them be there. Even if you can't answer for yourself, let them be there. Tell them, don't forget me. Whatever they're giving me, ask them questions. You know my history, ask questions. This reminds me of another thing. I am A negative, A rhesus negative. After every birth, there's an injection you're supposed to take. If a mother doesn't take the injection, it might start countering the baby. In a layman's term, I know the blood might start fighting each other or something like that. My mom had been telling me this thing right from when I was like in school. She was like, I don't know what will happen to me, just in case. If you ever have an abortion, if you ever have a pregnancy, you must take this injection. So these are things that we should know. I'm sorry, I'm not a healthcare professional. The little I bring to the table is based on what my mom shares with me and all that. But the major crux of this video is just to let you know that at any time, at any point, it might be pregnancy, it might be childbirth or anything, most times, please just let someone that you're accountable to, or someone that is accountable to you, let them go with you through the process, and don't keep your mouth shut. Let them ask questions. Even if you can't, let them tell your doctor, this person is my next of kin, or my spouse, my husband. Don't take no for an answer. You have a right, just in case, because some of these things have side effects. God forbid, what if I had an underlying thing or something and all that. I just think the hospital was perfect, but I think that was like the only thing that maybe we didn't like follow through. Okay guys, so I just wanted to like share my experience with you, just to share something else. I hope I don't remember something else again tomorrow, but if I do, even if it's going to help one person, I don't mind, because it blesses me when someone gets something valuable like this. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I have many more things to share with you. Okay, so kindly subscribe, kindly tell a friend, kindly bring someone here, kindly share, tell a friend to tell a friend, and I'll see you in my next video. Stay healthy, stay beautiful, stay safe. Bye.